Welcome here to a special Supercars with Curtis. Today, in this next episode, it's going to be a regular episode, but it's a special episode. Here we are talking to you about the legendary Ford Mustang muscle car. This here was special. In 1964, Ford had released the Mustang, a muscle car, pure American, brilliant car. And in 2014, Ford is celebrating 50 years of that. They already did that by doing something they did in 1964. They had chopped up a 1964 Ford Mustang convertible and put it on top of the Empire State Building. And then they did that again with the 2015 Ford Mustang convertible, which they released this year. And if you watched Fast and Furious, that's what it was, yeah. Fast and Furious. Oh, Need for Speed. I always get them mixed up. Need for Speed, not Fast and Furious. I was the other one. Need for Speed, at the end of it, they have 2015 Mustang. It's all basically about a Mustang. It's a big Mustang ad. But, we can go through each decade. This here was the beginning of the Ford. In 1968, 4 years after the Mustang had been first released during the 60s, this is what the Mustang looked like. It was an absolute brilliant car. Look at that. Got the gold going along with the little intakes there. You got more there. Just good. I don't like muscle cars, but the Ford is just brilliant. I like the Mustang. Most muscle cars I'm like, yeah, whatever. But a Mustang, good one of those. There you go. 1968. 2 years later, 1970, Ford released the 1970 Ford Mach 1. This here is a faster version of the 1970 Mustang. It was just brilliant. You can see right there. They got more details. They got the racing tires on it. They got the spoiler in the back. Everything about it is just. That is a good, cool car right there. I'm sad to say, 10 years later, Ford released this. The 1980 Mustang. Now, if I just want you to see something for a second, 10 years before they made this, and the next year, 10 years later, they made this. It's an ugly car. It says, a sports car for the 80s. It lost even the class of a muscle car. In the 90s, it didn't get much better. This here's the 1990 Ford GT. This one here is a bit modified. And there's a playground in the background of the picture, but we'll ignore that. See that modified, you can see the stripes there, but besides that, 80s and 90s, were they really good for Mustang? And even the early 2000s. They were getting a bit better, but in 2000 they released this here, which is the Ford Mustang GT. No comment. I like it, but it's not as good as the next picture, because that's the end of it. But now we're going to show you in 2010 the Mustang got good again. This one here, they're going back to the retro look from the 60s and 70s of the Mustang. Just look at that. That is a cool looking car, and that came out 4 years ago. And now to show you the new car that is going to be the new Mustang. Here it is. Just look at that. They even have gone away again a bit from their retro look. 2010 looked a lot like 60s, 70s. Listen here, they've made a whole new design. They actually looked a bit like the Ford Taurus with the headlights and the design of the grille and everything, but it's a bit of a fusion and a Taurus together. But that's just a good car right there. That is the new Mustang. That's one of the best Mustangs that I've ever seen a picture of, actually. Just looking at this like, wow. They're back. And now, like we always do, and this one here, what they say about the Mustang on the Ford website. Oh. In 1964, car envy became a whole new thing. So this one here, you can see, even from the one that I showed you, the 1968 Mustang, had changed a bit from this one here. That's the 1964 Mustang and the 2015 Mustang together on one bridge and one spot. And look at that. Two brilliant cars. You won't miss your ambitions one bit. Okay. What's next on my little slideshow? Nothing? I have to wait? Nope. Available late 2014, year production vehicle shown. Pre-production, not reproduction. Your story is waiting to be told. Let's help you write it. Share your adventure. Hashtag in a Mustang. Interesting how quickly want becomes need. Introducing the all-new Mustang and the final one. This one here. Unlike any obsession you've ever had. Introducing the all-new Mustang. Show the world what you do. Hashtag I'm in a Mustang. Open it up, then open it up. Look at that. Look at that picture, just the tire and how it is on the ground. There's the back, there's the speed. It's going at that speed about 74 miles per hour. There's the headlights of it. There's the back of it. There's a man with a hat and a guitar near it. Look at the taillights. There's the back of it. There it is again, the front of it. Everything about it is awesome. Look at that, even the steering wheel has a Mustang running on it. There's the convertible one. And there's the front of it. All the stuff inside of it, really that you need to see to make this car brilliant. Get used to the world checking it out. So we're going to spin it around a bit. So it looks like when you spin it around really fast, you can see the whole angle of it, or we're going to go slowly. And there's the orange one. Take inspiration from the cockpit. You struck a balance between analog dials and digital feedback. The shifter is optimally placed and steering wheel feels just right in your hands for a dynamic driving experience. Performance that is in the top view. Has lots of technology, they say. And they're really pushing the convertible. And so that's how it goes, with the roof coming up and down. So look at that, down, up. We're halfway. You can drive your car halfway. With the roof up and down. You actually can't. You can see how it's a bit off from what it would actually look like if it was coming up. Because this here is the blue thing. Once I put the mouse on it, you can't see the mouse there, but I'll put the mouse on it. And I thought it's a line where it's like one of those little folding things. You slide it on the paper, and a picture goes over, then you set it the other way, and the other picture sort of folds over. It's like that, because I slide it along, and the roof pops up, I slide it back the other way, and the roof goes down. Something the world can agree to afford, so you can get all this other stuff. And check out the Mustang in Need for Speed, which is in movie theaters in March. And of course, I bet you it's out now, and it's really good. And only the police can stop you from test driving it. Be one of the first to get behind the wheel of the all-new Mustang. Need for Speed Rivals. Yo, that better come out for the Wii U, but I know it's not going to. Show the world how hashtag Mustang inspires. Well, hashtag Mustang inspires. And you think of the moments in your life where you were truly free and dream and wanted to be. It's a picture of those inspiring moments with or without the car. Real or imagine, who knows how they'll inspire us. This is just the beginning. And that was a special with a Ford Mustang.